the Regional Director of Department of Urban Roads, in the person of Engineer Jacob Brown Nelson, and the Regional Chief Manager for GWCL Sinyane, the Regional Director for GHA Sinyane, the Regional Director for EPA, Regional Commander for GNFS, Regional Director for FDA, Regional Director for NADMO, Regional Director for GMET, Regional Director for DVLA, the Area Manager for Gridco Techiman, the Coordinating Director for Sinyani East Municipal Assembly, the Coordinating Director for Sinyani West Municipal Assembly, and lastly we have Engineer Dr. Caesar Posa, Dean, the Faculty of Engineering for Sinyani Technical University. We also have the Chairperson for Branch 2, that is Engineer Dr. Emmanuel Kwesi Nyantechi. Up next, we'll take the welcome address from our branch chairman, Engineer Nyantechi.
Honorable Justina Owusu-Banahene, the Regional Minister for Bono Region, Heads of Institution, Regional Commander, Ghana National Fire Service, invited guests, professional engineers, branch executives, executives of United Students Chapter and STU Chapter, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the Maiden Conference and Annual General Meeting of the GhIE in the Bono East and Afro regions. And I also bring you warm felicitation from the President of the Ghana Institute of Engineering, Engineer Reverend Professor Charles Adams. The focus of this Maiden Conference and Annual General Meeting is engineering, key to achieving national development. The crucial role of engineering and infrastructure in national development cannot be overemphasized. National development refers to the ability of a country to improve the social welfare of the people by providing social amenities like good education, infrastructure, medical care, and social services. National development, according to the United Nations, is growth plus change. Change in turn is social and cultural, as well as economic and qualitative, as well as quantitative. It is a concept that encapsulates economic transformation, improves citizens' welfare, increased productivity, and technological advancement. Meanwhile, because of the multinational and multidimensional nature of national development and the possible ambiguity of the concept, it may be more efficient to anchor on one of its easily recognizable dimensions, and that is economic transformation. National development, in the context of economic transformation, is essentially the movement of nations' labor force from productive activities to high productive activities, accompanied by improved reward systems and better standard of living. A country is classified as developed when it is to provide quality life for a citizenry. Such countries have experienced economic transformation that supports national development and beneficial economic growth. For far too long as engineers and engineering practitioners have distanced themselves from the national development discourse. No country has ever developed without its engineers. Ghana cannot be different when it comes to developing its infrastructure. As it is usually the case, plans are made, but there's no political will or commitment to follow the plans. Politicians rule the country from their manifesto books without recourse to the development plans prepared by these same politicians through hired consultants, contractors, development partners, civil and public servants. This has led to fragmented, uncoordinated, and inefficient use of public funds and loss of benefits of the public infrastructure development with adverse consequences for the economy. And these include congestion, flooding, pollution, lack of potable water, inefficient energy supply with frequent outages, loss of opportunities for unemployment due to inadequate quality of works, low morale of staff, and depressed economy. Engineers are important assets of a nation. We have the skills and abilities required in nation building. We create wealth by putting in place the infrastructure for economic development. We build factories, construct roads that facilitate the transportation of goods. We design and facilitate the very goods manufactured for sale. Our work impacts the socio-economic well-being of a nation, and our efforts touch the lives of people at home, at work, and at play. No nation, past or present, advances beyond its engineering sophistication. We talk of a nation building in terms of engineering output, and that is roads, bridges, buildings, power networks, telecommunications, factories. The effectiveness of engineering, technology, innovation as catalyst for wealth creation and transformational economic growth at both national and individual levels is vividly demonstrated in the way Silicon Valley, California, USA has changed the world. The commercial and economic values of the various technological outputs from Silicon Valley have helped the US in no small measure to consolidate a leadership and influence on the global economy. This small area has churned more billionaires and life-changing products than any part of the globe by leveraging on intellectual properties, technology, and innovation produced by engineers. The growth of semiconductors and the business of chips allowed small companies to emerge and compete. Technologies and innovations in chip manufacturing, software development, biotechnology, genetics, high-tech pharmaceuticals, networking, and internet connectivity are some of the engineering advancements that Silicon Valley engineers and scientists have leveraged on to create several global businesses and economic powerhouses such as Amazon, eBay in retail, Uber in taxi services, PayPal in online payments, Tesla in car manufacturing, and SpaceX in aerospace. Engineers are using emerging technologies and concepts like Internet of Things, machine learning, 3D printing, artificial intelligence, 5G internet connectivity, nano materials, and robotics to transform traditional items like watches, clothing, cameras, fashion, cosmetics, and even medical practices. These emerging concepts are the driver of the fourth industrial revolution. Small-sized countries like Israel, Japan, who lack much natural resources and arable landmass, have leveraged on technology and innovation to establish economic and military dominance. This can only be achieved through aggressive engineering development and application of technological and innovative ideas. To the Earth Observation Research Innovation Center of the University of Energy and Natural Resources, I wish to commend you for taking the important steps to participate in this Maiden conference and AGM. To all participants, members of the GhIE who have come to Sunyani from the two other regions, this Maiden branch conference and AGM will be unique in many respects. And the program is streamed live on social media.